I didn't stream from like my software. Hello and welcome to the first ever iRacing Sim Series IndyCar practice for today. My name is Colt and I'm joined here in the booth with Connor.
Hello.
And today, as we load up the simulator and we load up these 11 Indy cars at Long Beach Street Circuit, this is definitely gonna be interesting one today for sure here.
Yeah, for sure it's gonna be one. We've never seen any cars at this type of track, street circuit, or even Long Beach as a whole. So we don't really know what to expect, and it's been an interesting one for sure.
Mhm. Um. And keep in mind, these drivers are going to be pushing to their all-out limits. It's only practice one, right? But it's definitely going to be still trying to push the car to the limits. Definitely still trying to see how far you can get the car out there before the actual race on Sunday, which we will release laps pretty soon, as the simulator's already gone ahead and load up. Let's go ahead and let's...
Anyways, signups are still open for the Mercedes Challenge, IndyCar, Xfinity trucks, and um, soon to come much more. So if I was you, I'd definitely thinking about signing up, but that would be a generous thing to do for us as we're looking to make this thing a little big here.
I mean, definitely a lot of potential for this series here, as we already have a few people out spawned in. As you see, Comrade out on the track right now. Who else is out there? I believe JustCon in that 51. He's actually out on the track, getting some early practice in on the alternates here today.
Yeah, I would think, yeah, you would go, actually the primaries first, but not my choice. They're going to try out these alternates here, try to get some rubber in this track, and just try to put in some good laps.
Yeah, and I mean, this can really go one of two ways with the alternates. I mean, this is really where you're going to be able to push the car a little bit more, feel a bit more comfortable with the car, see where you're really strong with this car. And there's a few ways that you can do that, and definitely right here, that's one of them.
Yeah, for sure. So we're just going to see this 51 Rick Ware car driven by JustCon 21. He's done amazing in almost every series he's done in the iRacing Sim series. So it's going to be an amazing time to see how he does here.
Yeah, and I mean, JustCon, keep in mind, joined a bit later, didn't have a chance in Season 1 and, NASCAR for the championship, but per se, definitely could have a chance here in IndyCar, being one of the first people, actually, to sign up. So that experience is going to really help him with only a 27-car field.
Yeah, it really will. He's really got these road courses, this is exactly where they are right now. But it's a road course, it's a street course. I think it's just a road course, but really compact, and it just gotta maximize the track. But it's gonna be really, it's gonna be like really, it's gonna be a real challenge for these guys to push the margin here and see exactly what they can get out of this raised cars, the track, the teams, the engines, everything that makes these cars drive. We have AK, I believe, yep, that's AK, in the number 5 Arrow McLaren machine, also on the alternates. A really fast looking Indy car. We're gonna have to see how that thing performs, as we have another car behind him. I do not think that's Chris. Yeah, and then another one that is a Roger Penske car. So, looking strong here so far.
Yeah, I mean, you have quite a bit of diversity. You have the 29 out here, and you also have, like you said, 8K also out, and you have the 2 of Zombie. A lot of different drivers out on the track. Zombie, I believe, maybe in a slight tow, if it even is one, and just now coming out onto the track just ahead of these guys, Comrade, and he'll be a couple corners ahead, and that number 9 Scott Dixon car.
Yep, that Pensy Bank car machine's looking pretty good. The orange and blue, definitely. And wondering how he's going to perform this season. He's always a one to watch in this league. He's always on and off in the North 7 car. He signed up late. Oh, he's going to brush the wall.
He's going to actually tap it just a bit. That's going to slow him down as you see Connor just ahead. Glad we were on that camera when we were just brushing the wall off exit of that corner. Like we said, driver's trying to push it early on. I think we just saw Comrade try to push it a little too much.
Cool, quick question, but do you have the stream on, like, that I can go back into it?
I think.
So I can make highlights? No?
It should re-upload, yes.
Okay. Can I, by any chance, have, like, the email and stuff?
Yeah. I'll give it to you after.
So, like, one day I can just, like, upload highlights. Since every day I'm gonna go into here and upload, like, a, thing.
Yeah, for sure. I'll get that to you right after this. As we actually, we might see some racing.
I'm gonna edit FP1 tomorrow, and then I'm gonna edit FP1 today, and then I'm gonna voice over tomorrow and be posted probably at like 5 o'clock.
Ooh, when we have 3 cars stopped on the track, cool car guy, he's crashed.
Oh, cool car
Bend off the corner in that Joseph Newgarden car. Let's see what happened as we have our iRacing instant replays going on. Let's see what happened with that number 3. That seems like that corner is definitely going to have a bit of trouble. Like, keep in mind, we're only 7 minutes into this. Of course, team's going to be able to put a new front wing on that, but did we see him just try to push it too hard?
See what he did with Comrade? Yep, same thing Comrade did, but he just went a little bit too deep, a little too fast, and it's going to be some big damage. It's not just the front wing, it's the suspension, so I can bring him up for the entire session as we have a 3-car back here.
Yeah, Mullet Man, Just Con, and Cam all out on pack. The 48 side by side going into this corner. Will he survive it? Yes, he will. Almost getting shoved off.
Almost contact there with a 48 in the wall and 29, I believe. Cam is an interesting story. Also, I think this is going to be his first race, if I remember, but in an IndyCar when he wanted to first try NASCARs. Well, no, it's not his first start. It's probably like his 5th, but great story in the number 48. I believe that's a Honda Caravana IndyCar. So, great stories all around this race already so far today. If you want us, we have another car coming out.
And actually, I believe I just heard one pass through. I believe that was the 12 of Tubb getting out onto the track. The 29 of Chris getting back out onto the track. And Cool Car Guy already back out there. Seems like they pulled out the back of car off the trailer. Going to fix that suspension tonight, but 3-car pack.
Lockup by the 48 we just saw there. Not a big lockup, but just a little bit. If he is on the alternates, I think. I couldn't see it right there.
It was the primaries.
Okay, so he's on the primary, so that won't do that much damage to the tires. This is the entire pack except for Joscon's on alternate primary side. Oh, somebody's in the wall back there.
Ooh. That is the 29 of Chris. I think just tapped the wall there. Cool car guy going not slow, it just looks like it on my screen, but let's talk about this here. Connor fastest by 0.2 on his teammate by AK, 8K on the alternates, and Connor on the primaries. Tire is going to come into play here as you have to go to the other type of tire in this race at some point. So how can you get that advantage in this race going to the separate type of tire?
It just depends when you pit and the strategy that your team brings you. Personally, I would start off in the alternates, get those out of the way quickly, and stretch it, have a great race after that. Just cruise around these great streets of Long Beach on the primaries, yep. And yeah, just have a great race overall. And just try to stretch the race out. I mean, the alternates are not going to last long in a street course like this. Really bumpy, and there's another lockup I can't.
Oh! Cam into the wall, hard.
Huge hit.
So it seems like we've seen a lot of these drivers, and hopefully they can get that fixed for qualifying the 29.
Another one. Oh, we see another one. There's definitely another.
The 3.
Yep. There's definitely
once more.
On the track.
Definitely Brie on the track.
Something's on the track here.
Yeah, something's on the track. Has to be oil or something along those lines. As all these guys are gonna get stopped, and that corner can really ruin some type of laps. As see Connor, he's gonna try to avoid that crash. He'll get through, and we'll see these guys hopefully be a lot. We'll see them be a lot cleaner for the actual race, hopefully, and we'll try to tell these drivers, hey, you know, if you're going to go too fast, might as well save the car for the race. As, you know, of course, qualifying right before the race and another practice is going to happen on Sunday. So definitely a lot of big stories here with a lot of these cars going into backups already in practice 1, and only 10 minutes in, we definitely see a lot of more crashes like that. Keep in mind, these drivers do not have a fast repair, but in practice, you can just go ahead and get a new one, get the most amount of laps in. So it's definitely going to be very interesting seeing these guys. 28 locks up just a bit, and into the wall he goes.
Yeah, it's going to be really key. When you get a lock up into there, you're going to go straight onto the wall. We've already seen that with 5 cars now, so it's going to be really interesting. You just got to hope not to lock up.
Yeah.
We're going to go on board with the number 7 Aero McLaren here. Hopefully we can go on board on what the streaming process will go. Then we're going to come into the deadly right-hander. He's going to clip that apex nice and easily. He's going to get on the power second, third, fourth, going 145 down the back. He's going to break around at that 100 board. And turn in right, get the corner, get all the way almost to the wall, turn left, clip the curb right here, brake, try to get right next to the wall, the curb, get to the left of the wall, and then he's going to get that amazing toe down the front stretch to complete a lap. That's half of a lap at Long Beach, and I think that's why he's on pole, everybody. Not pole, but you know what I mean.
And here comes Cam out. Connor gets loose on a braking. Zombie locks up just a bit. That's going to allow Connor to close in the gap. And keep in mind, these drivers, the track is very slick there, and that's why we're seeing a lot of drivers hit it. It's because the track, it's still warming up. It's getting very, very slick there. It's hard to find grip. Hopefully for next practice, there'll be a lot more grip there for these drivers, and we'll be able to not see them crash as much as, you know, of course, we're here for racing. We're good for good times and not crashes.
Just look at how bouncy it is on the street circuit. It's really Tetris for everybody running out here. There's another lockup and into the wall. Oh my goodness.
I think these cars aren't as stable under braking as for, say, last year's, or, you know, a lot of these drivers aren't used to having to brake while also going down. So definitely a hit for the 2 of Zombie, as he's used to driving stock cars, not these Indy cars.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really tough getting used to these for most of the stock car drivers like Tub, Comrade, Zombie, Cool Car Guy, many others also to come later on when they sign up. But there's Juan in the number 8 car. He was going to be in Aero McLaren, but he got voted out. Not voted out, but couldn't go in the part-time car there. So he's driving the number 8 Husky chocolate car that Marcus Ericsson would run in real life, and he sees to be really fast right now since he was sitting P2, 88 thousandths away, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely margins are getting tight. Someone locked up there. 48 into the wall, and I mean, definitely some front wing damage you can see there. It's lifted up just a bit. There's a bit of miscoloring on the front. So that'll be interesting to see what he'll have to do there. But keep in mind, still practice 1. Drivers are trying to push their hardest. And hopefully we can see a lot of these drivers do a lot better in practice 2, qualifying, and in the races. Keep in mind, this doesn't really have that many races in the IndyCar series. We might add a few, you know, during the season. But definitely going to be very interesting seeing these guys go through here and trying to gain their lap times throughout practice 1, as we are about halfway through.
I think we're going to be rolling up on a commercial break sometime here. So.
Yeah, and actually, as you say that, let's go ahead and let's roll it on. Let's go ahead. Let's throw it on commercial. We are about 15 minutes done here at Long Beach Street Circuit here in Long Beach, and we will be right back.
Thank you for joining us so far, and we'll see you guys later.
Heck yeah.
Game on, fellas. You guys are going down.
Oh, it's on now. Let's do this.
Are you guys sure you drive for a living?
You guys ever played a video game before?
Is that all you got?
Joey out of nowhere.
Dude, did you just put it in the wall?
He's got me on the high side. Whoa, watch him low.
We're gone. Dang, Joey, you're smoking today.
Just like Kyle's car.
Thank you, cover boy.
And Joey's bringing the heat.
How are you so much better than us? Hey, Kyle. Is that NASCAR Heat Evolution? Wait, who's playing the game then?
Eat my brake dust.
Pre-order now at NASCARheat.com. Rated E for everyone.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Wait, wait, wait! Wait!
Max.
Wait, wait, wait!
Maxwell!
Yeah?
You're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
As a DJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need.
How about a throwback?
You got it.
Liberty, 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 I'll settle for something I can dance to.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Nothing's tougher than a Mahindra tractor. Except a bigger Mahindra tractor. Pound for pound, this one's still tougher. Tough. Tougher. Tough. Tougher.
Mahindra, the official tractor of Tough and Stewart Haas Racing.
I got a race this weekend. I'll see you later.
Out for some Lays and you face a test. Which tasty chip will be the best? Sour cream and onion smoky barbecue. Cheddar, sour cream, salt and vinegar too. You sample them all cause the crisp is so good on your lips. Yeah. You left your wallet at home, but now you have a new best friend.
The many flavors of Lay's chips. One taste and you're in love.
Ever dreamed of driving a real Cup car? Well, now you can. This is the fan controller.
What the? Tony, what are you doing? It's possessed.
That was completely inappropriate.
I'm out of here. Run, Sandy, run for your life!
What was that all about? Don't be convinced.
Just under 11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in free practice 1 at the Long Beach Street Circus. We were watching Cool Car Guy, who's setting in his first laps of the day, as he's wrecked about 4 times now. Which, it's alright, he has fast repairs and he's able to do this. And I wanted to watch him go through the corner where he pretty much died every time. He's currently 11. So he's gonna get through there nice and well. So, Cole. We've obviously seen number 7's been on top of the board the entire day so far. You think this can translate to the qualifying in the race?
I mean, really, we've seen drivers be fast all weekend. We've seen drivers lose it the last second, as I think Mullet Man stopped on the track. Yes, he has that same corner. But really, it's definitely been a lot of, you know, who can be fastest now, and then the track's going to change, and, you know, it's a completely separate day when we're doing the next, you know, qualifying and practice too. Completely different track setup. Track's going to be brand new. Expected rain over the next day that we're not going to be racing here, so all that rubber is going to be gone. You have to relay that before the race and do the practice, and there's a lot of things that you got to do to get back up to this track state. And I think Connor's found the pace right now, but can he find that pace in the race where the track's at?
If he can't find that later, then it's going to be a real problem for him. So, well, I mean, it's not going to be a problem, but it's not going to be a great first race showing this speed and not going to be able to Not going to be able to show that in the first race or anything, so he's got to put on a show here today. And he's got to put on a show on, I believe, Sunday. We're going to be doing this race. As we can see, this amazing weather here. I think I'm reading 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. So nice weather here in South California as we got these Indy cars racing. Huge lockup, by the way.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. As, I mean, really windy today, gusting about 30 mph. So, I mean, do you think that could be the reason why they're hitting that corner so often? Because their rear starts to lose it?
That could be the issue. You don't ever know. It could be just driver error. It could be something on the track. It could be anything. You will never know until you know the driver's perspective, which we haven't got any radio so far about it. So.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta keep an eye out. He's here as the 7th, has caught up to the 48 of Cam. It's just gonna be interesting right here. Cam's in there going to pits. Okay, that's nice.
You still have one Air McLaren out on the track, and there's a lot of room where you can find speed, and there's a lot where you can lose. This cool car guy hit the barrier again. I mean,
He's second though, so he's definitely showing him some quick times with that. Definitely showing him some quick times with that. Few hitting into the barriers. So.
Yeah, and let's talk about someone who we haven't really seen today. Tub driving the number 12. Who really primarily drives stock cars, and he's now filling in for Will Power, who would be driving this in the real life, but he's doing this in the iRacing Sim series, of course, in that Chevy. How do you think Tubb's gonna do in this amazing ride?
You don't really know. Tubb's not been good in the Cup Series, so he's got to find something good. So I don't really know.
I mean, you also got to remember, Tubb is a Daytona 500 champion in the iRacing Sim Series. In the Cup Series, he won the Daytona 500 on a last corner pass on one. Not even last corner, down the tri-oval. So definitely, we know that he has some type of potential in him at those super speedways. But what about street courses like this? Tubb, currently maybe not in the top 3. Definitely not in the last 8. But he does kind of have some of that mid-pack pace. Currently running about 7th. And so far, it's kind of been decent. As keep in mind, iRacing Sim Series is only the practice for the Indy cars. As this weekend, Sunday, Indy cars race at Long Beach. You have a practice 1 hour before the race, and then race day, of course. Then you have the qualifying, and then the race just afterwards. So make sure if you haven't, check the description down below, and you will get that link to the Discord server where you can sign up and go ahead and watch this broadcast and react to it. And if you are here during the race, your driver stays fast. And if you are inactive, your driver's rating starts to slowly go down. As Connor back out on the track, looks like he was just practicing his pit limits. And you have the 2 of Zombie just behind him and just ahead Mullet Man.
Yeah, really interesting practice session so far. I'm surprised that one driver has stayed up at the top. He set the fastest lap on like his 2nd or 3rd lap on the primaries. That is number 7 car of Camaro. It's super surprising of how, I don't even know if he's improving, but cool car guy and Kelowna right on him. So he found something in one corner. I'm assuming, I'm gonna guess one corner, and I'm not gonna say it, because I think we can all know, because it's where cool car guys crash the most. But he's definitely found an edge over everybody at that corner. He's way faster than everybody. Let's just watch what's gonna happen to this number 2. I forgot who that is, but
the Zombie.
Yep. See how he's gonna pull away, or he's gonna wreck here.
No, and that's the 28.
No, gonna get somebody's on the wall. I think that was Chris. Anyways, I was gonna say, look at him pull away, but next you know he has to let off because there's a car stricken in front of him.
Yeah, so that was Mullet Man who hit the wall. Just coming off that exit, as you can see those beautiful photographers right there having to get those photos, and you'll get them wherever you can. But really, Only less than 5 minutes left in this practice. We've learned a lot. JustCon currently takes top of the charts by 0.3 of a second.
3:10. Hey, Camaro, you got to get off those primaries. Get on the alternates. You got to set a faster lap.
And talking about JustCon, karma.
Oh, he's dead. Guess that's what you get for pushing too hard.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and take a look at this. And can't see what JustCon was on during that lap, but
oh, the 7's gonna go wide. First mistake.
No, that's the 5, not the 7. The 5, Comrade's gonna get past him. That's 8K's first mistake of the day, but really keep in mind it's practice. The drivers will be a little more careful during the race. Actually, a lot more careful. We'll make sure that they are.
That is 8K's second time, actually. I believe. I don't think it's his first. But Aaron McLaren, the second car, actually, technically the first car is really struggling here at Long Beach.
And actually, we have a new commentator coming into the booth for the last couple of minutes. It'll be 8K. So yeah.
What's going on, AK? What's going on, AK? Welcome to the booth. You just crashed.
Welcome in, but definitely it's practice, and you'll get another car, and you will be right back out there. And welcome in, and thank you for joining us.
Yo, what up?
All right.
That's disappointing to see my car crash right there. I mean, you can see the track is evolving, though. Like, you can see the drivers not losing their back ends as much as they did with the track. I mean, the session was just starting.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes, you can see every driver is getting loose in every corner. There's no grip on the track. But this track has evolved really well as we've had every driver come out on the track today. So it's really been gripped in, and you haven't seen as much mistakes in that one corner. So no more jokes for right now. But it's going to rain overnight. So all that rubber will be thrown away in some series, I guess. Oh, big loss of the rear end of the 48.
That'd be a big
100%.
save.
Yeah, 100%. You can see the track evolving because you can see Car guy at the beginning of the session, he just kept on crashing into that wall. Now he's in P3 on the leaderboard. I mean, that's just a great improvement from that 3-car team. I mean, now he's in the top 3. Could bring that race pace into qualifying tomorrow.
Yeah, let's hope. It would be really interesting for that team. Though Roger Penske, number 3 car, who's his teammate Zombie is right behind that number 7 Aero McLaren. He's been on and off this practice session. I'm thinking he's sitting P6 at the moment. Pretty strong pace. Not like too far off the pace. Not too good. Not too far. But he's definitely been hanging in there, so we can see this 3-car pack. Cam's gonna have a huge lockup. And there goes Cam. Not Cam. My bad. Zombie.
Yeah, and I mean, we were watching it live right there. And as we come to these drivers' last chance to get into the, their last lap and trying to get that, how bad do you think that 7's going to be pushing right now? He wants to be top of the charts once more, but 0.3 of a second, is that going to be, is that too big of a gap for the 7 to fill in this one lap? That's the question. We'll watch this 7 this entire lap, and they'll take the white flag.
I don't think the 7's going to have enough time. I mean, there's 3 tips and he's in traffic. I don't think that's going to be enough for him.
Yeah, I think that's
lap out.
Yeah, I think that 48's gonna hold him up a lot actually, because Cam is on the pace, but he's not as fast as the number 7, and yeah, he is 7th right now. I was saying. Oh, what the? Tubb's gonna go fastest. I'm assuming he's on alternates. But
no,
like
he's on primaries. Tubb is on primaries. JustCon was on alternates.
Oh, well then Camaro could have the pace. It depends how old these tires are, but it seems like Cam's really pulling away, so these tires must be really worn.
Connor's getting really up close to these walls. I mean, as you can see on his flying lap, he's getting so close to the wall, the tire almost hits it. Because he's trying to gain as much time as he can, trying to get to the top of the leaderboard, trying to get past Tubb. I just said a perfect lap with the primaries.
Conrad's gonna finish this session. I believe that'll
He go to 3rd.
Conrad's gonna go 3rd. What?
I think some of the fastest laps today happen right now. Cam, as he crosses the line, he'll go 4th. Connor, if he crosses the line, how fast will he go? It will not be enough to go back up there as...
The 3's gonna get in the way.
Session is over. And That is insane. Tub goes fastest of the day. Just Con in second. Then it's going to be Comrade. And then in fourth, it's going to be Cam. Fifth is Connor. Sixth, Cool Car Guy. Seventh will be Juan. 8K back in eighth. Zombie in ninth. Chris in 10th. And rounding out the field will be Mullet Man, who was only 3/10 off. So very a close pack today as we see them still racing to that checkered flag.
Well, Cole, I wouldn't say it's over yet. One of these guys can set a fastest lap. I don't think it will happen. Maybe even Comrade, because he's still doing a lap right now. I think he's about to finish it, though. So, somebody could still set a pretty quick lap. It's just like when. But these guys are racing, and it's kind of tough to see that 7 holding on to the lead of the session for 50 minutes. And no, not 50, 20 minutes. And then Tub and Just Con stealing that show. They're good friends. So...
yeah, and nobody able to go faster. Like you said, that lap traffic holding up. And Tub has been fast today. His last lap that he just put in was a minute 7.7. Keep in mind, his fastest time was a minute and 4. And rounding out third was Comrade's fastest time, a minute 7.8. So Tub, on his last lap, had the pace to be third, but he set the fastest lap 3/10, or, about 2/10 faster than Comrade. So, I mean, we saw a lot of shaking up at the end with this track coming into play. And let's go ahead. Let's move on over to the iRacing Sim Series booth. And let's talk about this for, a couple of seconds. Is how these drivers have been performing. And, how is that important? And why is that important? And I'm going to go ahead. Let's start it off with 8K. 8K, what were your thoughts during this practice?
My thoughts during this practice, 100%. These drivers are pretty aggressive. I mean, as you can see, they're setting in pretty quick times. And I know this is only free practice 1, but you can see how fast these drivers are putting, the amount of effort they are trying to put to get to the top of the leaderboards already when it's only the first session. So, I mean, this is going to be a pretty exciting qualifier. I can probably already tell.
Yeah, and, I want to follow up with you saying that these drivers have been aggressive all day. Definitely, that's the big point I want to point out today, is these drivers, keep in mind, most of them coming from a stock car background, getting in these Indy cars, they want to be as aggressive as possible. They want to see what's the max amount of grip that these guys have, and I think they found it. Especially, Cool Car Guy into the wall multiple times, trying to push it in that corner. That's what I think all that really matters, is trying to push the car, and what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, the cars have limits. The drivers also have limits. Now, the drivers are trying to go past their limits. They're trying to see, like, the limits of the car, but sometimes we go too far and they just go into the wall. So you have to find the limits of during the first practice, because you can't just do that over and over and over again, because it's just going to affect your car and your team and, like, your talent, because if you just keep on pushing the car too far, it's just not going to work out well for you. So you need to find it in the first practice, then use that skill to use it during, like, qualifying the race, so you don't have a big old incident and cause something bad for your entire race or season.
Yeah, and I mean, really, just a lot has happened this qualifying. We've seen so many cars hit the wall. About everyone's hit that wall coming out of exit, and most of these cars have broken suspensions, front wings, all of that. Definitely in practice too, they're gonna be a lot more cautious around that. But really, a lot of different types of driving styles. We've seen cars wait until the end to set their fastest lap, and we've seen other cars like, Connor, that's went up to the front. And actually, talking about Connor, let's go ahead and ask Connor. Connor, what did you think about this practice? What do you think these drivers learned, and what do you think the teams learned overall from this, especially Arrow McLaren?
I mean, definitely can't push it in that one corner as much as you think. She saw a few people in it. Arrow McLaren definitely learned a lot of the tire compounds and when and where they work, and like how good the pack works. As you can see, AK and Camaro were definitely in the pack the entire time, so it's gonna be an interesting one for that team. They're definitely front runners.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off what you said on the pack. The pack does kind of slow you down a little bit because this is a street course and how tight the turns are. So I feel like if you're in a pack, you're just gonna go slower and slower because you're stuck in that group and you don't have the open air and clean air to get that best performance out of your car.
Yeah, and I mean, really, I like what you said there. The dirty air. I think most of us look at, them being in a pack as, oh, here's the draft. They're able to go faster. But really in the corners, that dirty air can lose them 20 to 30% rear downforce. Isn't that crazy? 20 to 30% downforce lost, and that's really big if you're a driver, especially if you're in that big train and you're at the very end of the train. How much downforce are you really losing there?
We're losing a lot because all that air is just flowing all the way back from the other cars into you, so you have a high chance of probably just falling super far back, at least a second or two, because all that air is just coming straight to your car instead of the other cars.
Yeah, as now, I mean, any final thoughts before we go ahead and wrap up today? As we have had quite a long day here, 35 minutes we've been live for IndyCar Practice 1. Overall thoughts about today, and I'll go ahead and get the results and announcements pretty quick now.
No, it's just interesting racing, and I hope this turns out to be good on Sunday.
I mean, they put in some very good times. You could see them trying to battle out for the top position, like how Tub pulled out a very quick time at the end, probably used the alternates the entire time, and when the time came at the end of the session, probably put on the primaries and then just sent it in clean air.
Oh, well, no, it would be the opposite, and the alternates of exhaust, pretty much. Anyways, so, finishing order in FP1 is going to go Will Tub, Just Comrade Cam, Mero, Car Guy, Colon, 8K, Zombie, Chris, and Moltman.
Yeah, I mean, 11 cars, 5 full rows, 6 row that's not full. Sunday all lining up, and keep in mind, actually no, it's going to be 6 full rows now with Florida Boy going into that 14. He's only going to have 1 practice to find out what he likes, but definitely, guys, if you guys have not signed up, sign-ups are still open for every series, and they are always open. Link is down in the description to join the Discord and to sign up for yourself to be in here. And any final thoughts before we go ahead and wrap it up today?
No, thank you, just for 5 viewers, 8K, and everybody involved in this program. It's amazing. It's going to be happening in the next few months, so definitely excited for this one, especially the racing and everything that's going to happen. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind this is only the IndyCar series. We have NASCAR Xfinity, NASCAR Truck, and we also have the Mercedes Challenge, which is the F1 Mercedes car. So definitely going to be pretty good. 8K, have anything to sign it off with?
Food.
All right, and this is Colt, 8K, and Connor from the iRacing Sim Series booth. It has been a pleasure to share this free practice 1 for the IndyCars with you. Sunday, race times will be announced soon in the Discord server, as well as lap times and more info on Sunday. Keep in mind, Saturday, I do have a 12-hour race, so Sunday might not be as energetic, but, I mean, that is about it. And
hey, me and Cole are both participating in that 12-hour race. Not on the same team, but we are both participating.
Wait, AK, do you have a teammate or who?
Yeah, he has a team.
Oh. Yeah. Like an entire team or just like him and somebody else?
An entire team.
Oh, what?
6 drivers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys won. I'm saying you guys won.
Alright, and
wait, just one question, AK. When are you gonna do it? Like, is it gonna be the what time are you?
Tomorrow at 8, I think.
Okay, Colt's doing 11, I think.
Yeah, I'm doing 11. My time. So that'd be 7-hour time for him. I could do that race, but it's too early. And go ahead. I'm just gonna end off the live here, and it's been Colt, AK, and Connor from the booth signing off. IndyCar FP1.
See you next time.